Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our fire signs Aries. So thank you for coming into the channel. Good to have you here. Let's welcome in your cross watchers. Cross watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your person. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. So feel free to swap around the energies or the characters as it relates to your situation. And anytime anyone comes into this reading and the message brought you in or the title brought you in was a time that you were meant to listen to it. So the messages that do come through for you, Aries, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing. Or it could just confirm an inner knowing, resonate with something that you kind of already knew inside. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just means that the reading was meant for somebody else this week. However, for those of you that this does resonate with, I'm going to have an extended at the end of this reading. You can join me there. The link to that is in the description box below. And I'm going to dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up in your reading. And those zodiac signs can be about intimate partnerships and other connections in your life. Friends, family, your circle of best friends, colleagues, work associates, social media associates, friends and family of your significant other. Anything or anybody that kind of influences your energetic field or influences the energetic field of your connection. So just keep that with you as we move forward here, and let's get started. This is for Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. All right. Here we go. All right. So your overall energetic theme for the reading, we have the 10 of Cups. Feeling good. Things are flowing. Things are moving. Looking for that ultimate, like, just contentment, and things are where you want them to be in your life. So let's see where your energy is right now. Where are you at here? We have the 3 of Wands, looking at possibilities. Could be waiting for something as well. So what's happening? What's going on here? What's the situation? We have the 6 of Coins. There's some kind of exchange that you're dealing with. This could have something to do with your finances as well. So we'll see where that goes. So what would be your challenge or your opportunity in this situation? We have the 5 of Wands. So this could be, there's a lot coming at you right now. This could be that you're having a difference of opinions with some people, or this could be expectations from outside influences, or maybe you just your own expectations as well. So let's see what life is trying to work on with you. We have the Fool. Could be taking a risk here, or maybe taking a risk. That has a lot of different meanings to it, so I'm going to get some clarification on that. But this could have something to do with wanting to be able to do it what you want to do when you want to do it. Could be. Let's see how you got here. What's been going on? We have the 6 of Cups. Trust. Maybe looking at what you trust or whom you trust. And let's see what's heading your way. What's coming up here in the next 0 to 3 months? Well, you're moving away from something, or you're leaving something behind, or, you're definitely moving to a place of peace and respite. But it's, it seems to be like you're leaving stuff behind because it just doesn't, there's just been, see how the blood is on the back of her blanket there at the very bottom? So you're leaving something behind that's just been kind of worn and torn you down a little bit here. Kind of like almost escaping, but you're leaving it. So let's see what is in your favor here. What do you got going on? What's working? 10 of Wands. Taking responsibility for whatever part you played in this role and moving on. 10 of Wands is completion, right? Something's come to the end of the road here, and you're going to take responsibility for it and move yourself forward. So let's see what the outside influences are then. What's going on here? We have the Four of Cups. Somebody is either rejecting you or you're rejecting them. So what's happening? What's your next steps here? We have the Ace of Swords. Standing in your authenticity and your truth. Seeing things as they are and not as how you want them to be. So what's the big picture? Because we got the 10 of Cups over here. So that again is a completion of something. It's a wonderful completion. But we also have the 10 of Wands here about what's working in your favor. And that is also a completion, but that's like a stressed out completion, right? So what's the big picture here? Because you're kind of looking at what else is out there? What else is out there for me? So let's see what that is. We have the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. So this is about trust, dependability, honesty, reliability, building something that's very, like it's one step at a time to make sure that the foundation is built. This is, you know, somebody that sees things all the way through, isn't gonna like leave in the middle of something. Somebody or something that you can trust. You want to take action towards something or something that you can depend on. So how's this all going to play out for you, Aries? What's going on here? We have the Lovers. So there's some kind of connection here that's influencing this. We got Gemini energy coming in. And we have Aquarius energy coming in. So the air signs are here, which means movement. So let's find out. Let's see what this Six of Coins is, because this could be about what you value. This could also be about an exchange. So clarify the Six of Coins, please, for our Aries. And this connection doesn't have to be an intimate connection. It can just be a connection with, you know, a child or a parent or a cousin or a sibling. But it's a connection that's very, like, integrated in you. We have Death. We have Justice. One more flip. And we have the Hanged Man. So the Six of Coins is clarified by Death, Justice, and the Hanged Man. I think that there was some sort of like exchange here, or something you valued, or maybe how you felt you were being valued, that just kind of died. It just kind of like the flame went out. Maybe you were giving and you stopped giving. You just decided you weren't going to give anymore. You were just like, I'm done with that, because maybe there wasn't reciprocity coming in. And now you're kind of waiting for things to turn around and, you know, your due justice coming back, right? Something to do with getting back what you put out. You're waiting for it here. Because you might have been, you know, it looks like handouts here. See how all the hands are like, gimme, 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 gimme. And I think that you just came to a point where you just stopped giving. Stop, you know, giving that exchange. And now you're kind of waiting for this other person or these or whatever you gave this exchange to kind of, okay, my turn, come back. Where's the exchange here? Where's the balance? It's out of balance. So let's see what the Five of Wands is, because this is your challenge or your opportunity, however you want to look at it. But you're kind of like at that place where your energy is where, there's got to be something better than this. There's got to be more possibilities out there. Because there's some kind of discrepancy here. When you got the Five of Wands, people see things differently. And maybe there's just some sort of acceptance that, this just isn't going to come back to me the way that I thought that it would. And so maybe I need to just set my sights elsewhere. So clarify what the Five of Wands is here. For others of you too, this could be, maybe you felt like you were being taken advantage of it, being taken advantage of, and you've had enough of it. You've had enough until you see the exchange coming back for you. You're waiting. You're just not going to be taken advantage of anymore. There's 3. So we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Nine of Swords. Well, whatever this is, it's stressing you out. I think you have a lot of love here. I think you've been very generous. I think you've been very giving. But I also think that you feel a little bit of regret about it. That maybe, maybe you were overgiving, maybe you and this doesn't have to be financial. This could just be emotionally. Like you're giving out a lot of love and you're just not getting it back. And it, there seems to be some sort of like, hey, I'm doing all this and this and this and this and this, and I'm not getting back what I'm putting out. And it's stressing you out. It is stressing you out. And I think you a little bit too, you're kind of like, why did I put all this time and this effort into this? Why did I give so much of myself? Or why did I exchange these gifts? You did it out of love, kind-heartedness, compassion, empathy. But I think you're regretting it a little bit now. And it's conflicting, Because I think that you expected it to be returned. And I don't think that this person or this situation is returning it the way that you feel it's justified. So let's see what the Fool is, because this is what life is assisting you with. Maybe you felt that giving was going to keep the love alive, or, that this, maybe you felt like whatever the situation was or whoever this person is that, they kind of think the same way you do, that if they had it to give, they would give to you. And so, that idea of give and you shall receive 100-fold, and it doesn't seem to be working in this situation. And now I think you're kind of like, ugh, what did I do? What have I done? Because I think in some ways your ideal happiness is kind of tied up to, like, if you give something to somebody, they're going to give back to you in the same way. And not everybody thinks like that. So we've got the Magician. Oh, we got the Devil. Okay, this is manipulation. We got the Devil here. And we got the Magician. That's not a good combination. That's the Trickster. Give me one more, please. Yep, and we got the Seven of Swords. Well, that one too. We got the Eight of Swords. I think you are being manipulated. It looks like somebody here has different intentions. They could be stealing from you. They could be lying to you. This really has you bound up. It really has you bound up. It's like they've got you in their grip. And they're playing games. Whoever this is, they're playing games. Life is trying to set you free from this. Maybe by, you understanding and seeing that the exchange isn't being back to you in the way that it should be. Somebody's taking you for a ride here. Might have a freeloader on your hands. Somebody's taking you for a ride. They're very much manipulating the situation, and their intentions, you got the Devil and the Seven of Swords here. Their intentions are not authentic. And it's kind of to keep you, this is a control tactic to kind of keep you under control here. And life is trying to set you free. Life is trying to set you free from this. And it looks like you're going to be heading in that direction. But it's almost like you're going to be escaping these clutches or whatever this is. Maybe you thought that by giving in this situation, maybe this person would turn themselves around, or maybe it would change their neurological, brain waves or something like that. I don't know. But, there's definitely, the Trickster is here. There's not authenticity behind this. That's the way the cards are coming out. I mean, this is a really, really not such a good combination. The Magician, somebody who's very manipulative with the Devil on them, and the Seven of Swords. Like, they're getting all they can out of this, unfortunately. So let's see what the Six of Cups is, because this is how you got here. We have the Three of Coins, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Empress. So Six of Cups, your trust has something to do with your trust. This could have something to do with somebody coming back from the past as well. I think you were trying to build here. I don't think that you really saw what was happening underneath or behind the scenes. I think that you were, trying to build something substantial here, trying to bring something to, where you were working together. But, either you were blind or you didn't see something clearly the way that it was supposed to be seen. But there were things happening underneath the scene. Empress, pregnant, things happening underneath the scenes here, where trust is not being built because you were trying to build it. So either someone was like not participating in trying to build, because, here you've got the Three of Coins, building, working together, and then you got somebody's resisting. This could have been you, this could be the other person. And like, there's not, like the baby's not being birthed. It's just still sitting like undercover here. And you got the Six of Cups. So this is either somebody from your past or this is about trust issues. So take it how it works with you. But I think you put your trust back out there. And I don't think it was reciprocated. So let's see what's happening here. Because you got the Six of Swords. You're heading west. You're heading west. The opportunity's coming in for you to leave this situation, to get out of it. It's not going to be easy because the Six of Swords is like, you know, you're creeping out in the middle of the night where no one can see you. It's kind of like very sneaky, a very sneaky escape. Yeah, we've got Judgment. Wow, you got the Six of Pentacles again. And you got the Moon. I think you're becoming aware that there's some hidden motives here. That there's like some sort of something's not being seen and something's not being given the way that it should be given, right? There's something about value here that is not clear. And I think you're going to be moving away from this. I think you're, you know, you got the realization coming in here that you're starting to understand. You're starting to see things a little bit as they are and maybe not as you want them to be. Because somebody's values are not the same as yours. Give me one more on this, please. Thank you. So I think you're going to set out. You may not be telling this person this, or you may not be revealing this, or you might not be outright like, hey, I'm out of here. I think you're just going to quietly move on, and you don't need to exchange anything with this individual or this situation. You know, your awareness of it is enough for you to be able to leave this situation alone. And I think you're keeping this to yourself, that you're like starting over again, right? You're moving on here. You're taking a different direction. New beginning for you. Ace of Wands. This is something to be excited about. And so what you got going for you here, you got the Ten of Wands, taking responsibility for your part in this. And letting this cycle complete itself out. So clarify what this is then. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Emperor, which is you, Aries, coming in. And we have the Two of Swords. I mean, there's some hurt feelings behind here. Somebody seemed to be more in control. I think that you're starting to understand that, you know, what you're feeling is real and it's valid. And it's not like, you're not fooling yourself here, right? And I think you're going to start taking control of this situation, understanding that, to pay attention to your feelings. And I think, you know, you've got some hurt feelings here. There's hurt feelings. There's, you know, there's some sadness. There's a lot of sadness here. But that's part of what's in your favor, because that's what's real in this situation. And I don't think you really want to repress it anymore. But you do want to guard yourself in this situation, because you got the Two of Swords. Like, you know, here's Aries energy coming in. Courageous, competitive, headstrong. You know, you're the frontline leaders. You are ruled by Mars, right? You make things happen. You get things done. And I think that's a part of what you really want to be able to take responsibility for, whatever part you played in this, and see the part that you played in it, how this happened, how this dynamic happened, and why it still continued to happen. so that it doesn't happen again. So let's find out what the Four of Cups is. Okay, we got the Lovers coming in. So there's a connection here where somebody's not participating. Somebody's resistant. Somebody's being stubborn. Somebody's being very, they're just not, they're not emotionally available. Yeah, Hermit, they're not emotionally available. I think, you know, this is bringing in a lot of disappointment here. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords, too. I think there's some underlying rage or anger here that this person is holding. And they seem to be keeping it inside. So this person is either angry or quiet. They're either here or they're not here. They're not participating in this relationship the way that they're supposed to be. And it looks like they're not emotionally available either. And if they are, it's always like some sort of anger or some sort of like, or they're just not around very much. And maybe it could be that they're not around very much because they don't want you to see this side of them, this anger side. Yeah, see? They move away too. I don't think they want you to see this side of them. But they're not emotionally available. And they're not participating in this dynamic the way that you would like them to. Justice, cause and effect. Like, where are you at? Why are you not showing up here the way I'm showing up? This person may ghost you at times or just not show up. They may like get really angry and then leave, like not giving you the opportunity here to be able to speak your piece, like they're shutting you down. So let's see what your next steps are because, you know, this is like facing some sort of truth here. You got the Ace of Swords, like there's a double-edged sword here, kind of is what it is. When somebody shows you their true colors, believe them. And I think this person's trying very hard not to show you their true colors, but then that means that there's a lot of, you know, where they're not around. Which one? So clarify the Ace of Swords here for Aries. And by kind of ghosting the situation, they don't have to deal with themselves and they don't have to deal with you seeing, you know, their true colors. But a person can only wear a mask for so long before they start forgetting their lines, right, Aries? So clarify the Ace of Swords here for Aries. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Whoa. All right, that's a sign to stop. So we have the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's taken you a while to get here. It's taken you a while to get here to understand and start seeing this situation for what it really is. And that's okay. But I think that the contention or the amount of headaches and the amount of disagreements, you know, this is like conversations turn into arguments, right? Having a conversation turns into arguments. I think it's time to just take care of yourself, Queen of Pentacles. I think you're very understanding here. I think you've had a lot of patience. But I think also it's just time to like start to realize that, you know, these disagreements or whatever they are not helping you evolve and grow, right? They're kind of keeping you on, it's kind of undermining you. Like you're being, you know, someone's kind of taking advantage of your kindness and your goodness. And I think that they know that you're like going to forgive them because you have a giving heart, that you're going to forgive them, and they might be taking advantage of that. And so it's kind of like the next steps are to see the truth for what it is and start taking the necessary steps that you need to take care of yourself. And to start realization of, you know, what was your contribution to this? What part did you play in this? As you know, minuscule as it could have been. Because, you know, a dynamic can only stay a dynamic if there's two people that are entertaining it. So if you're looking at a little bit about what part you know, I also think too that this person might be like trying to blame you for whatever's going on here, like trying to throw it off on you. I think you're going to see that for what it is. So let's look and see what the Knight of Coins is, the Knight of Pentacles here, because this is kind of like the overall picture. So clarify what the Knight of Pentacles is. We have the Magician. And we have the Six of Cups. So in looking at this situation and understanding your role in it, what part of where you were giving or you were, you know, giving, you know, whether they were material items or just too much of yourself, because that's also a form of manipulation to control somebody. Or trying to get what you want, getting the trust and the you know, the stability that you wanted by giving or over giving or trying to, you know, convert because somehow this was setting you up, because there's two manipulations in here. You got one in what life is trying to help you with, and you got one in the overall picture here, right? So, you know, giving these gifts could have been a way that you were trying to build trust in this situation and expecting somebody to have the same type of thought process or feeling process as you. Because in some sort of way, you've got the Magician here. There was an awareness of what was going on here. And although it may have looked on the appearances that it was, you know, genuine or it was trustworthy, in some way it was trying to bring you an outcome that you desired. And so it's kind of a form of trying to change somebody. So let's find out what the Lovers is. Because, you know, there could have been an illusion of happiness here. 10 of Cups. I mean, this is a completion. This is like making it to where you want to go, right? But this could also be an illusion. And so there could be some illusion coming through here. Because there's some sort of illusion of trust in this situation with the Magician. That's the overall picture. There's some kind of illusion of trust here. And it's taken a while to get here, to start figuring some things out. So let's see what the Lovers is. Clarify the Lovers. Yeah, we got the Six of Pentacles. And there's that exchange again and that value. So this is looking at your value. You know, maybe you valued, your value came from what you could give, even though you weren't getting it back. And so this is really the big picture here is looking at, you know, the long run of the connections that you've had that undervalued you. And how are you undervaluing yourself in this process? And what is it you're trying to attain here? Well, you're trying to attain your 10 of Cups, but it's not working this way. It's not working in this way, in the way that it has in the past. So let's see who's showing up here for you, Aries. Let's look at this a little deeper, see who's showing up here for you. I've got Aquarius, I've got Capricorn, I've got Gemini and Virgo, I have Scorpio, I have Cancer, Pisces, I have Taurus and Libra, I have you showing up, I have Capricorn, nope, I don't, I have Scorpio, I have Libra, I have Cancer and Pisces, I have Gemini again, I have Gemini and Virgo again. I have Virgo, I have Gemini, and I have Taurus. So we'll look at those in the extended, find out what their intentions are with you. For those of you that aren't going on with me, let's get an essential oil you can use as you work through this process. Just one. Just one. Just one. We have Lang Lang. Unleashes your sensuality and heals your heart. Lang Lang. So let's see what that one is. Okay, so the name Lang Lang is derived from the Tagalog word alang ilang, which means flowers that hang or flutter. In the early 20th century, French chemists found Lang Lang essential oil to be effective against malaria, typhoid, and intestinal infections. Lang Lang's essential oil is also potent against many heart conditions. It helps relax the nervous system and alleviates feelings of restlessness and agitation. According to one study, the aroma of Lang Lang may help prevent seizures if it is smelled prior to the onset of one. Lang Lang essential oil is believed to help unite body, body, mind, and spirit, as well as to help people get in touch with their sensuality. It may aid in overcoming fear and anxiety that is blocking their expression. It is also relaxing and soothing, encouraging feelings of pleasure and feelings of joy. It is used for adrenal fatigue, anxiety, apathy, cardiac or heart fatigue, depression, fear, frustration, hair loss, hypertension, hormonal imbalances, infertility, irritability, lack of equilibrium, mental fatigue, nervous tension or nervousness, oily skin, physical exhaustion, poor circulation, skin care, stress, rapid heartbeat, and uterine tonic. Lang Lang unleashes sensuality and helps heal the heart. So that's what I have for you this week, Aries. I hope this helped. And until next time, I wish you peace. For those of you that are going on with me, the link to the extended is in the description box below. I'll be waiting over there for you. Bye-bye.